Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the regular updates of my channel, and do not forget to like, comment and share. Hello everyone, welcome back to SaaS with ServiceNow. This is part of ServiceNow Project Portfolio Management Training. In this training, you will learn about applications in Project Portfolio Management Suite in ServiceNow and learn about managing life cycle of different records we have in Project Portfolio Management, like project, demand, ideas, and different other application records. This training is recorded in Paris version of ServiceNow. Section 2, Innovation Management. In this video, you will learn about IDEA application. IDEA application is also referred as Innovation Management application in ServiceNow. In this section, you will learn about the features of IDEA application in ServiceNow, submitting IDEA and its life cycle. What is innovation management? ServiceNow provides an application called IDEA for innovation management, which enables you to gather and evaluate ideas efficiently and to quickly identify and process the ideas with the greatest potential for implementation. IDEA can be any enhancement or feature requirement or implementation of new system or application. This is IDEA application in ServiceNow, which is used to manage ideas submitted by users. IDEA portal. ServiceNow has an out-of-the-box portal to submit and review ideas submitted by different users of the organization, which is called IDEA portal. You can search IDEA application in Application Navigator. Once you will type IDEA in Application Navigator, you can see this IDEA's application. So this is basically the application for innovation management. You have this module called IDEA portal, which will take you to the portal of IDEA. So if I click on this module, you will see the IDEA portal from where you can create, basically submit a new idea, and you can also see the existing ideas available in your instance, created in your instance. So you can see here it says ideas. Here we have all ideas. That means all ideas created in your instance. If you will see this basically tab, here we have my ideas. The user who has logged in, if he or she has created any idea, that will be visible here. That means it's just for filter the records. Here we have search. So if you want to search for any idea, you can search here. Now in the right hand side, you can see it says have an idea, share it. So if you want to create an idea, if you want to submit an idea, you can just click this button, create an idea, and this will open the form where you can fill the data and provide the inputs to create idea. And once you will provide this data, just click on create and this will create an idea. So if I just click on test, and I can select the category, any category I want, maybe process improvement, and I can just put test here and I can click on button. So that's how you create an idea, submit ideas via IDEA portal in ServiceNow instance. In right hand side, you can also see it shows related ideas. It also shows top voted ideas. So basically you have some other features as well that people can vote for the idea. And that's a really cool feature, I would say, in ServiceNow for idea. So let's say you have submitted any idea. It could be any enhancement to any system, any application, and a lot of people are basically watching those different ideas and they want to vote for it, that yes, this idea is definitely great. So you can vote for it. And I think as of now, if I want to vote, let's say for this one, strategic sourcing, I can just vote, give a vote, and you can see now it became 1. So I have added one vote to it. So whatever ideas are submitted in the system, you can just vote for it, and that's how you can make that decision that whether this idea should be accepted or not. But overall, this is the main portal of IDEA from where you can create idea, submit idea, view different ideas submitted by different users, and you can also filter those ideas, and you can also sort it. So you have some pre-filters available over here, and you can just change the option as per your requirement, as per the need you have for this particular idea portal. Idea workflow. Idea record has a life cycle when submitted by the users. Idea is submitted by the end user on Idea portal. Idea record is created and reviewed by Idea Manager. Idea Manager performs the assessment and check the feasibility of the idea. If the idea is duplicate or not feasible, then it is closed by informing to the user. Now, once confirmed that idea is feasible, then it is added into the backlog. And then it is assigned to the project teams for further development. Idea is developed and completed. And then user is informed about the completion of development and availability of the feature in production. This is how an idea is processed in ServiceNow. Idea states. Idea record has different states as per the status of idea, which is updated by Idea Manager. Submitted, when idea is submitted. Under review, when idea is reviewed by Idea Manager. In backlog, when idea is accepted and added in the backlog for further development. Planned, when idea is planned to be implemented. In development, when idea is assigned to a development and is being developed. Completed, when idea is developed and implemented successfully. There are 4 other states as well, like duplicate, when same type of idea is already available in the idea records. Then we have need more information, when Idea Manager needs some more information to process the idea by the same user who has actually raised that idea. And the next one is unlikely to implement. That means which is not feasible to implement. Idea categories. An idea can be of different types. And these different types are basically categories of idea. We have out-of-the-box categories from ServiceNow as well. And those categories are compliance project, new product development, human resource employee engagement, product enhancement, process improvement. Now, if I give you an example, let's say you have an idea to create a new system or maybe create a new application. In that case, you will select new product development. So the category of your idea would be new product development. Let's say there is an existing application and you have an idea to enhance the feature of that application, maybe add some automation. That kind of idea becomes product enhancement. And let's say you have some process in your organization, maybe incident management process. We have everywhere incident management process. Now you want to provide some inputs or maybe some idea so that it can improve the whole process. In that case, you can just select process improvement. So process improvement will be the category of that particular idea. So depend on the kind of idea you have, you can select the categories in ServiceNow while submitting that particular idea. Idea roles and access. Let's see who can create and manage idea records in ServiceNow. Who can create idea? Idea is accessible to all the users of the platform, which means all the users can create or submit ideas via Idea portal. Idea roles. There are 3 roles available for managing idea application records in ServiceNow. First one is Idea admin, who has admin access to the whole application and have access of Idea Manager and Idea Manager Professional as well. That means we have 2 other roles, Idea Manager, who manages all idea records and perform assessment. And the third one is Idea Manager Professional, who can convert an idea to other types of records like demand or project. Let's see how this whole process works with different roles in my personal developer instance. So let's start with creation of 4 different users in my personal developer instance. One will be self-service user who will not have any role, and other 3 would be the users who will have idea roles, all 3 individual roles of idea application. So let's go to my personal developer instance and create these users. So I will directly go to users module so that I can create different users. So here I will click on new button to create new user, and I will provide self service, that's user ID. I will give it a name as self, last name service, and I can provide the password whatever I want, and then I can just save this. Now I will not provide any role to this user because we want one self-service user. Now other 3 will be the users who will have that role. So I will basically open it again. I will click on new. You can also do insert and stay. Here I will mention idea dot. So we have one admin. So idea dot admin. So I will mention idea and last name will be admin, and I will just save it. So this is our second user, but to this user we will add one role. So I will come here and I will just add that role, idea admin. So here we are into members. I will search for the role, and that will be idea admin. So I have idea underscore admin. I will click on save. So this will add roles. So it has added some other roles, maybe inherited roles, and maybe I will also add ITIL role because this particular user will use ITIL as well. So you can just mention that. So maybe I will add ITIL role as well. I will save this, and then I will create third user. So that will be manager, idea manager, who actually reviews the idea, so and do the assessment of idea. So I will mention idea manager, and I will just do insert and stay. It will create our third user, and now I will add the role. So I will click on edit, and I will search for that role, idea manager, and I will provide that. So here is idea manager. I will click on save, but before that I will just add ITIL as well. I will click on save. Ideally ITIL is not required, but I have just added just to see if I have to use some other applications as well. Then I will just maybe change this, and I will make it manager.professional. And here I can just mention idea professional. Maybe I can just remove this one, manager, idea.professional, and I can just do insert and stay. So this is our fourth user. So here I will go to roles again, and I will add our third role, and that is idea manager professional, and I will add ITIL as well. This time we will not add ITIL to this one. Let's see what happens. We will see the difference, maybe if I will get any issue or not. So I can just click on save. So idea manager professional is added. So this is added, and I have got, you can see, because when you add idea manager professional, you automatically get idea manager as well. However, if you add idea manager, that user will not get idea manager professional. And if you will add idea admin, then that user can do anything he wants because he is the admin of the whole application. And we will see what exactly that user can do. Now, after creation of all those 4 users, we will create idea with self-service user. That means we will impersonate self-service user and submit an idea. So let's go to my instance again. Let's try to impersonate that self-service user. So I will just add self-service. We have got this user. I will just impersonate this user, and then I will try to submit the idea. Now, what do you think? Will this user will have access to idea portal? Answer is yes. As I mentioned, idea portal is accessible to all the users. So basically all the users of the organization can submit ideas, different ideas basically, because it is visible to self-service user. I think that's kind of obvious thing. So I will just mention here idea. So you can see I have access to ideas application. However, I cannot see other modules of ideas application, but I can still see idea portal, because as per ServiceNow out of the box, self-service user can access idea portal. So I will click on this idea portal, which will open the idea portal. And now as a self-service user, I will create an idea. Now you can see, I can see the existing ideas available in my instance, and I can also do voting for these different ideas. I can filter the records. I can see if I have submitted. So as you know, this is a new record. So you can see this is empty right now. I have not created any idea, but if I have to create it, so either I can do it from here or I can do it from here. So I will click this button, create an idea. So here I will mention maybe implement CMDB in ServiceNow. This is an idea I have. Now I have to select what kind of category it is. So I can select new product development, because this is not an enhancement, it's a new product development. We have to implement something from scratch. Maybe you don't have CMDB in your organization, but somebody wants that. So I will just copy this, because this is just a demo. I will copy this. I'm a self-service user. I want, even I'm not part of IT, but I still want the CMDB has to be there. So I will just click on create. Now this will submit this idea. Now idea could be anything. It's definitely depend on the user. That's the reason it is open. It is open to everyone, that any user, whether he's from IT or not, he's into finance, HR, or any unit, any business unit of any organization, he can submit any idea he wants, and people who are actually have right roles, they can review those ideas and implement it. So you can see we have basically submitted it, and it says created just now. It is open and it says submitted. Implement CMDB in ServiceNow. Now this is just a demo purpose. That's the reason I have taken this idea. Here we have related ideas. So whatever idea I have submitted, if you want to see the similar type of idea, it can show here just from, I think it matches the words, and here it says top voted ideas as well. And if I click on home, and if I click on my ideas, so I can see the idea which I submitted, basically this self-service user submitted. So this is how you submit an idea with the help of idea portal in ServiceNow in ideas application. Next is review the idea. So this time we will impersonate idea manager, because he's the one who has to review all the ideas submitted by different users. So what we will do, we will impersonate idea manager. So I will go to the instance and I will maybe keep it open. I will come here and I will impersonate idea manager. So let's see if we will get, yes, we got idea manager. I will select this. This will impersonate idea manager. Now this time I'm not impersonating self-service user, because this is a user who has additional role, that is idea manager. And I can see other applications because I also added ITIL rules. So I can see incident change problem here. However, if I type ideas, so now you can see I can access ideas application, and at the same time I can see little bit, basically I can see the modules more than self-service user, because For self-service user, I can just make it a little bit large maybe. So for self-service user, only idea portal and getting started is visible. But for idea manager, I can see the settings. I can see the idea category. So if I click this, I can see all the categories available. However, you can see I cannot edit. I cannot create new categories. So who can do that? So idea manager cannot create new categories. So we will see who can actually create these categories, because these are all out of the box categories. I can see the category, but I cannot create it because I'm not getting any new button in this particular list. But what exactly I can do? So I'm an idea manager. I can review the ideas submitted by different users. So I can click on idea portal again. This will refresh the window. That's basically this page. And now I can see it just have like recent ideas. So I can open this one. So let's say I'm an idea manager, and now I have to review the idea. So this is the one I have to review. I will click on this. I will check what all details it has. Okay, all these details. And if I have to, let's say I have to accept this idea or reject it, how exactly I will do? You have to click on this button, these three dots, and just click on open in platform. When you click on open in platform, that means it will open in native UI. So I will click on open in platform. It will show you the pop-up, and this will show you in native UI. So you can see here it says implement CMDB in ServiceNow, and I can change the state as well. As of now, state is submitted, and here we have create task. That means idea manager can also create task. That's a, if I click on this, let's say if I get yes, it has created the demand. That's a feature we have basically directly. So from portal itself, I can convert this idea into demand. And now you can see, so demand was created, and I can change the state. So as of now, it automatically changes the state to in backlog automatically. That means there is a workflow which I was talking about, that it automatically converts into backlog basically, and it says in backlog. And when I will start working on this demand, maybe I will close it or whatever activity I will do with this demand, I think it will change the state, and we can also change different states like planned, in development, completed. Let's say this demand, this particular idea is not feasible, then I can just maybe make it unlikely to implement, and I can save it. So that's how idea manager can review the ideas and basically convert the task. But there is a contradictory which I still think, that idea manager professional is the only one who can convert ideas into demand and other rackets. But in this case, even if I have idea manager role, I can also convert it, convert ideas into demand as well. But we will see if what extra access we have with idea professional. So this is how you basically review the ideas with the help of idea manager access. So if you have idea manager role, these are the access which you will have in the system. But if you remember, you will not have access to the categories. You will not be able to create new categories. You will be able to access existing categories. You can read them. However, you will not be able to create new categories. Now what we will do, we will try to impersonate idea manager professional and see what exactly that user can do. So once idea is submitted and it is assessed by the idea manager, now you can convert that idea into demand or any other task. But you have seen that even idea manager can also convert the idea into demand by just clicking one button, that is create task. But what I will do now, I will try to impersonate idea manager professional and see what kind of extra access we have for idea manager professional. So let's go to my instance again, and I will just cross this. And what I will do, I will just maybe cross this one as well, and we will impersonate idea manager professional, and that is idea professional. So we have idea professional. I will click on this. Now this will impersonate idea professional user who has idea professional, idea manager professional role. And here, If you remember, I did not add title role to this particular user. That's the reason I'm not able to see other modules like incident change problem. However, I still have access to ideas application. And the thing is, access is quite similar. So you can see, I can see idea portal, I can see idea category. Let's see if idea manager professional can create new categories. If I click on this, absolutely not. Even idea manager professional cannot create new categories. I can see the categories, but I cannot create new categories. Who can do that? Basically idea admins, and we will impersonate that as well. But what I can do, I can quickly go to idea portal, and we will try to open this one again, and I will open it in maybe the platform. It will give us the pop-up. And I think let's check another one. I will go to home. We have this one submitted. I will basically select this one. This is already in submitted state. And then I will just click on open in platform. And you can see, like, let me quickly show you that people can also comment. So provide comments, like on the same idea. If somebody has submitted, you can also provide comments as well. So here, this person has created this idea, and I think system administrator has provided the comment. So I will open this again in the platform, open in platform. And here I don't have any task. If I click on this, let's see what happens. Will it create the demand directly, or can it create some other task as well? If I click on this, it should, okay, it is directly creating the demand. But there is one way which will basically give you the different view, that here it is automatically directly creating the demand. But what if you don't want to create demand directly? Maybe you want to create a project, maybe a story. So in that case, what I will do, I will try to open native list, basically native view of ideas list. So I will basically select idea.list. Now this will open all the ideas created in the instance, basically native view. So I will select this one. I will sort this, and I will just select this one because this is, I think, submitted. Okay, it's already completed. So we will go to the next record. Maybe we will open this one. It is in the backlog, but I will still, maybe what I can do, I can filter it out. I can select task is empty. So I can just mention task is empty, and I can see a lot of records. So we have this partner agreement management. It is still in draft, so user has not submitted it yet. So maybe let's see this one. Do we have, is it submitted? So if I open this particular demand, yes, it is submitted. Now if I want to create a task, if you remember, in the portal it only creates demand directly. But if I click this UI action, what kind of records I can create? Now with this, if I click on this, so this also creates demand directly. So it does not give you the option to create some other type of records, even for idea professional. I think, if I'm not wrong, if I will do it from admin, I should be able to see and convert to some other records as well. Let's try that. Let me quickly end the impersonation and see if I can convert these tasks directly to some other records rather than demand, maybe into project. So I have just end the impersonation. I'm back to system administrator, and I have opened the list of ideas. So I will select again idea.list. So this will open list of ideas, and I can just bring that particular field which shows is status. So we have state, and I will click on this. I have this one submitted. Maybe let's open this one. So we have this one submitted. Now here we have this button create task, and here we have this task field. So if I click on create task, yes, you can see it is giving me a different pop-up this time. When I was using IT manager role and IT manager professional role, I was not able to see this pop-up. Even I tried this particular button in native UI as well with IT manager professional role, but it was automatically converting into demand without asking. But when I am logging in as an administrator, I can see this pop up and I can see what kind of racket I can convert into. So basically I can convert this idea into demand, project, epic, and story. So I can also select project here. And if I will click on this button, okay, it will basically convert this idea into a project. And this is quite, I would say, interesting, and it's a kind of a cool feature because an idea cannot be every time cannot be converted into demand. I think the reason maybe it is converting directly into demand because that's a flow of the whole process we have in project portfolio management. Because an idea becomes a demand, then demand becomes a project. That's the reason. But if you are logged in as an administrator and you want to convert it, you can just do that. But if I talk about the standard process, then whatever access we have given to to idea manager or idea manager professional, then I think it is the standard process, which I think you should use. So, but still here, if I click on OK, this will convert this idea into a project directly. And you can see I got a different type of record. Here we have PRJ, which is a project record of project portfolio management. And state we have here, we can also change it because now I have admin access, so I can definitely change it. But let's do one thing. So as of now, we have seen the access with admin role. We have seen the access with IT manager, with IT manager professional, and self-service. Now what we will do, if you remember, we also created a fourth user, which is basically who has idea admin role, not whole admin, platform admin, specifically admin role. So what I will do now, I will impersonate that particular user. So I will type idea admin. We will impersonate that user and see the difference. So now I will search for idea application. This is the difference. Now idea manager and idea manager professional both have access for idea portal, getting started module, and idea category. That's it. But if I talk about idea admin role, that particular user will have access to the whole application, including idea portal and other modules as well. So I have refreshed this particular portal again, and I can click on my ideas. I have not, so I can create idea, I can review the idea, and if I click on maybe, let's say this one, or not this one, the submitted one, we will see if there's any difference. We have this one. I will open this test one, and if I open in platform, okay, another change here. I can edit this, I can delete this, I can open in platform. I'm getting different options which you were not getting with IT manager and idea and idea manager and idea manager professional. So I will click on open in platform. This will open the pop-up, and yes, it is also giving me the description, so which you were not getting in basically when you were impersonating with idea manager or idea manager professional. And here I can change this. I have added access. And now if I click on create task, let's see if I get that particular. Okay, even from the portal itself, you can it will create the demand directly, because that pop-up only shows when you basically do it from native UI. But let's see, now you have idea admin role, whether you will get that pop-up or not, or it will just directly convert into demand. Let's see that. So I will just close this. I will come over here and I will look for list of ideas we have, and we are into that ideas list, and I will pull state as well. Here we have state. Okay. And okay, we have the submit one. I will open this one, and I have added access. As you can see, I will create task. I will click on this button and see what happens. I will click on this. You can see it automatically converted this idea into demand, because that's a standard process. So even idea admin will not see that pop up. Only ServiceNow admins, ServiceNow main platform admins who have admin role, single admin role of ServiceNow will be able to see that pop up and can convert an idea into different other records apart from demand as well, like project, epic, story. But if I talk about specific to the idea application roles, all these three roles cannot see that pop up, and they have to convert this idea into demand only. They don't have access to convert idea into some other type of records. Only platform admins have that particular access. Now, once idea is submitted, reviewed by the idea manager, and converted into demand or any other type of record, then once that development is done and that idea is available or maybe has been implemented successfully in production, then you can close the idea. That means that idea is completed. So if I go to the instance here, I have logged in as an idea admin, but I will maybe end that impersonation. So we have already system admin. Okay, so I will select idea here. I will open any idea. I will go to the native UI. Here I have this one submitted, maybe in the backlog one. Now I have to close this. If I select the completed, that means this idea is successfully implemented in production. I can just mention idea is implemented. That's it. And I can just save this. So user will get the notification. Let's see if we have any out of the box notifications for idea. So I go to notifications. Yes, we do have just one additional assignee list changed. That's the only, I think this is for visual task, but not for idea. So you can see out of the box, we don't have any notification for idea application. But if you really want in your organization, absolutely, you can create yourself. You just have to create new notifications on idea table, and those users will be able to get notifications as per the conditions you will mention in the notification. Create new categories. So ServiceNow already has out of the box categories for different ideas. However, if you want to create new categories, maybe all those options are not available in out of the box and you have some new type of categories. In that case, you can create your own categories directly in ideas application. So if I go to the instance under ideas application, you have this module idea category. So basically this particular module and these records are accessible to idea manager and idea manager professional. However, they cannot create new idea categories. So now I have logged in as an administrator. I can create it. What about idea admin? Let's impersonate idea admin again. So we have idea admin here. And if I search for ideas and I click on idea category, absolutely. This time I have this new button. But idea manager and idea manager professional, they don't have access to create new idea categories. But as an idea admin, I can create it. So I can click on this button and I can just create a new category. Maybe new implementation. Just an example. And if I want to select parent, I can do that, but I can just submit it. And yes, it is submitted. So now I have 6th record as well. That is new implementation. That's how you can create categories for ideas in ServiceNow in ideas application. Idea dashboard. Now you can also enable idea dashboard, which does not get enabled by default when you get this idea application, because you have to enable it. So if I go to my instance and I go to plugins, so let's go to plugins. I have to end this impersonation and I will directly go to plugins, click on plugins. This will show me the list of plugins which I can install or available for my instance. So I can directly search for idea dashboard. So I can search for idea. When I type idea, I should be able to see idea dashboard, or maybe, yes, we have it. Idea manager dashboard. Leverage analytics to get insights into incoming ideas and view trends over time. So it's just to show you the more details of ideas which you're getting into the instance. So I can click on install. This will install this idea. I will load demo data as well. I will click on install. This will install this idea manager dashboard, and we will see what kind of details we can see in this dashboard. So plugin has been installed successfully. So I can click on close and I can just reload it. So let's go to ideas. Yes, we got it. So you can see now we have new module under ideas application, and that is idea manager dashboard. So I will click on this. It will open in the same view. It will not open new tab. It will open in the same view. So same tab, basically existing tab, and let's see what kind of data it will load. So here is the dashboard, idea manager dashboard, and you can see the summary. We have two tabs here, summary and analysis. So in summary, let's go to summary first. It shows ideas by state, whatever ideas were converted. So one was converted into project, one into demand, two into demand. It also shows the date, that for what date you want to see that, like what ideas you want to see, which for what year, which you can select here, like this month or this quarter, all those filters. Then you have top 10 ideas for votes. You can see here top 10 idea creators. You can see top trended by categories, top 10 categories by ideas. You can see here, and let's go to analysis. I think it will give you more details. So basically this shows you like how many ideas are open now, like which are still in submitted state. Average age of open ideas, maybe there should be a lot of ideas which have been opened long back. Those data you can see here. Ideas converted. As of now, it is not showing you any data. That's fine, because this is just a demo data. It is reading the demo data. Percentage of ideas converted, that how many ideas, whatever, let's say you got 10 ideas. Out of 10 ideas, 2 got converted. So overall you got like 20% of ideas got converted. All those data you will see here. Then it also shows you idea like week, month. Okay, you can see the whole, like for whole duration, like for week, for month, for quarter, for year. And then here you can also select PPM idea category and PPM idea state. That means it can show you by state as well, and you can also see it by category. And here we have some elements. Now, if you want to filter categories as well, you can see that. That means it will show the data on the basis of selected categories as well. So you have different options. So that's how this idea manager dashboard shows different data, so that it can be very useful for the idea manager who is actually assessing or reviewing different ideas, and he can get the whole picture of all the ideas created in the instance in just one dashboard. So that's the power of idea application in ServiceNow, overall innovation management application in ServiceNow. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.